Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, straight from the spirit chair, not only on Sundays. I know some of you are surprised, but I just received messages from Spirit that it's going to be in the highest good to share more, share when the Spirit moves me. So from now on, I'm going to be actually uploading videos when I'm guided to. So if I feel like there's a topic that I'm really passionate about that day, and sometimes you are in the zone that day about what's happening and tuning into the energies, and I don't want to wait until Sunday to upload it. So I want to be really fresh and energized with those topics, and I want to really share that with the collective. I want to share more with the collective, and the videos that I'm going to be uploading will be a little bit more varied. So I do a lot of twin flame videos, and I will continue, of course, to support the twin flame collective, because if you are new to the channel, I am also a divine twin flame, and I will be constantly sharing information that's going to help people with that, but I also want to be able to support people who are light workers, who really want to improve themselves, improve their lives, are looking for purpose, all of that. And so I want to put videos that are going to help people to become the best version of themselves, and really understand that what you have to give is really special. And I'm going to be talking about that in the video today. So for me, yes, I'm a psychic medium, an angelic medium, a spirit medium as well, able to speak to the other side. And I'm also a spirit extractor specialist. And this work people would think of as someone who does exorcisms but at a distance or remotely. But this work is very, very high level. It's using the Merkaba, or the light body, to interdimensionally travel. And within that light body, that angelic light body, I'm able to do lots of very interesting things, to be able to remove dark beings, interferences, malicious souls, attachments, all those types of things. And I can do it anywhere in the world. The clearing work, the extraction work, is put on hold for now, as I'm going through some rough ascension symptoms and things, but I will make announcements as to when that's back in action. And you can find out more about me, more about my services on the paranormalpriestess.com, and I'm going to put all my contact information in the description below, so don't forget to check that. So if you are watching this video in real time, it is full moon in Taurus. If you are not watching it in real time and you were drawn to this video, then the messages within this video are still meant for you. And I never question that, because Spirit is perfect in that way. If there are things within this message that are not quite clear to you, maybe you're not resonating with it, that's fine. For other things, if they resonate with you, that's fantastic. What I usually say with the videos is that if you are able to save it, like it, going back to it is really, really helpful, because sometimes there's things within the videos that you might have missed, or maybe you need to go deeper with. The full moon energy that we have today for November 12th, full moon in Taurus, it is all about opening doors to opportunity and moving forward. There's a great push. There is a great astrological push, a great divine push to really step into your power, into the reason why you are here, to step into your authenticity, and to make major changes in your life, and to impact others with those major changes. Stepping into the real you, who you are, who you're meant to be. And I want to talk about this because I have to say there's still a lot of people out there who are finding themselves really struggling, feeling very lost, perhaps depressed, because they haven't found what their true purpose is, what they are meant to do here. And a lot of times what happens is, with the 3D constructs of society says, well, you have to do this and you have to do that, because you have to make money. So you have to really be a slave to the grind, 9 to 5, and do things that you really hate, that you don't want to do. You have to suck it up, do things that you don't want to do, have your energy depleted, drained, only to come back home from that job and there's nothing left. There's no spark of life. There's no creativity that's there within you. And what happens is a lot of your personal life also suffers too. There's a lot of imbalances there, and there's just not that, there's not that heart to give. There's not that light to give to any other areas in your life, because there's so much depletion going on from doing things that are really not you. They're not you. You're doing what you have to do. And, it's a really sad thing. And I know that I have been in this place, of course. And for anyone who is awakened now, we remember that we just did what we needed to do. We never felt like we were happy. We never felt like what we were doing fit us, or we felt like even if some of it fit us, there was so much more that we had to give. There was so much more inside of us that we wanted to express, but we didn't know how to connect with that and how to make those changes, how to put that into action. So the energies now are really going to help clarify so much of what you're here to do. Okay, and the thing is, with purpose, it's not like a job. A job and a purpose, they do not belong in the same category, because work is kind of like what you have to do, and a purpose is what you choose to do. A purpose is work that you love to do. A purpose is something that you're really passionate about, you're very excited about, and you can't wait to share with others because it's going to help them too. And if you are someone watching this that's already excited, go, yeah, I want to do that. That's what I've been wanting to do. That's what's been missing. Then please know that the energies that are around now with this full moon in Taurus are really going to help support you with that. The thing with a divine purpose, a life purpose, is that it's utilizing your natural talents, your natural gifts. And when you are using your natural gifts or sharing them, sharing your natural talents, you truly feel value. And when you tell the universe, when you're sending that message out to the universe that I have value, guess what happens? There's no actual need to worry about prosperity coming in, or all forms of abundance coming in for that matter, because you're telling the universe, I have value, and the universe is saying, yes, I know that you have value, and so here you go. And there's that even exchange there. That's that giving and receiving exchange there. And, that's what so many people who are still stuck in the 3D mode of thinking are missing. And, how do we find our life purpose? How do we tap into what we're meant to do? And I really do recommend for people to kind of take themselves on a little bit of a meditative journey and go back to when you were younger and go back to the things that really excited you, brought you joy. It could very much be a hobby that you had. And a lot of times that's what I find in the readings that I do, is that perhaps there was some sort of hobby that you had and you really enjoyed doing it, but you were talked out of having that be a living because perhaps family members or teachers at school or friends felt like it was just a pipe dream and there was no way that you were going to succeed. How many times do we hear that from those who are very, very successful and the things that they have gone through, such as with music or actors or anything like that? You always come across people who are not going to understand your dreams and may not support your dreams. And with the energies here with this full moon, and this really ties in very, very well, it really is about rising above the BS, rising above the fears. But you know, it's not only just rising above your own fear, your own self-doubt, doubting your value, doubting your worth, but it's also about rising above the fears, the projected fears from family members, from anyone in the outside world that may not get you, that may not understand why you're so different and why you are drawn to doing what you want to do. And to understand that it's time to not allow those fears to stop you from stepping into your truth, embracing your truth, and expressing your truth. You are here. You're watching this video right now. You were born in these times because you are here to express your truth. You're here to express your authenticity, your authentic self. But before we can even express our authentic self, we have to peel away those layers of everything that is not us. Taking a really good look at some of those core wounds and traumas from the past, especially with family and relationships. And we have to look at how society has also had its handle on shaping us and having us create false identities or masks. We have to recognize, we first have to be conscious of all those things that aren't us, so that way we can then make that conscious decision to release those things, close the door on things that are not authentic, and have those doors open to our authenticity, our truth, and what we really are here to do. So there's a lot of soul searching. There was a lot of self-healing that's involved. It can be frustrating for a lot of people, but I have to say that there's a lot of clarity coming in, and I really do get like the sword of truth, or the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's blue fire sword. That sword of clarity that's cutting away all of that BS, cutting away anything that is of illusion, any illusions that you have about yourself, any illusions that you have about the world, any illusions that you have about any area in your life, whether it be love, whether it be health, wealth, all of it. And so much truth is going to be emerging now for you. It's going to be revealed, so that way you will know now. There's not going to be the question. It's not going to be questioning happening so much anymore. You will have very direct signs and synchronicities. I do urge you that to dance with the universe is always something that I recommend. How do we dance with the universe? Well, if we ask the universe, please show me. Please show me signs and synchronicities. Show me what I'm meant to do in this life. What did I choose? What is my life purpose? What is my true mission? Put it out there. The universe will answer you in huge ways. Okay? If there are ways that come across that maybe don't seem as clarifying to you, maybe they're more subtle, then ask the universe to give you bigger signs and synchronicities. Again, this can be used for any area of your life, whether it's your purpose or whether it's partnership, whether it's romance, it's love, it's health, any of those things. But I have to say the doorways are opening to all areas of abundance, and we're closing the doors on the past. And now it's time for us to really face those fears, those deep fears, those fears that we don't want anyone to know about because we'll feel vulnerable, we'll feel inadequate. You know, all those things that have made you feel, that have contributed to feeling actually inadequate, or having low self-worth, or feeling undeserving. And that's a big one too, is that there's still people who are struggling with releasing feeling undeserving of something. Having such a beautiful gift and then saying, well, I don't feel like I'm deserving of this gift because I did A, B, and C, and I'm still holding on to a lot of guilt regarding that. And we're going to see a lot of that guilt, coming up. What is that guilt connected to? What are those memories that are connected to the guilt or to the self-rejection, to the low self-worth, to feeling inadequate, to not feeling valued? What are those memories? And let's now sit with those emotions that have been repressed for a long time, that we let fester inside of us, that actually became toxic. Let's now sit with that. Let's sit with the truth. Let's now finally look at the truth right in the eyes, right in the face of the truth, and say, okay, now truth, what do I need to do to be my best version? What is holding me back? What is limiting me? How am I limiting myself? And here's something as far as a revelation that is a big one for a lot of people, is that people tend to really look outside of themselves for validation, to feel validated. People look to an outside situation. People look to an outside person, perhaps in a romantic sense, and say, hey, I want you to acknowledge me. I need you to validate me. I need you to have me feel fulfilled. I need you to make me feel happy, and I need you to make me feel like I have worth. And you see, that is not going to work any longer whatsoever. Because as people are awakening to their true selves, their true souls, their true purpose, true love, as that's happening, we begin to realize more and more that it's all about what that relationship is with self. It's all about self and choosing oneself. Now, I feel like I'm going to do another video regarding choosing yourself that's specific to the twin flame journey, but this is for everyone. If you are awakened and you're feeling like there is just more in life, there's more for me, maybe I'm not sure what it is, maybe I do have ideas and I do have signs, but I'm not sure how to go about it. Understand that it's up to you to fulfill yourself. It's up to you to create wholeness for yourself. This is a path of self-mastery. And when we talk about self-mastery, it's all about mastering your mind, your emotions. It's all about you understanding that you choose your thoughts and that you can make that conscious choice as to which thoughts you are not going to pay attention to, and you're going to kick out and delete and change. And it's up to you. It's your choice as to how you react emotionally to a situation, to a person. And once you understand that everything is of your choice and you're not in that victim mode, you're not in that victim state, then life starts to become a hell of a lot grander, because you're realizing that you're a powerful being. You are a powerful creator. You are a powerful master, and that you are not going to allow any situation or any person to have power over you. You are someone who can cultivate your own happiness. You can create and put amazing things out into the world. You have the ability to be that sovereign being, and that you don't require that outside validation from anything or anyone. And that's where true freedom comes in. That's where you are liberated. Liberation. The self-mastery path is about liberation. Understanding the self, understanding how you unify with all of the universe and how that universe is within you, and that you have the polarity of masculine and feminine already within you. And once you are able to truly step into that, embrace it, and live from that space and create from that space, then everything within the physical world, just like dominoes, they will all be set up for you. There would be no need to worry about not having enough money, because everything will be flowing in. You are connected to source. You are source. You are giving, and you are open to receive. So all the good things are flowing in from everywhere. prosperity is flowing in. Your health is flourishing, so you have more vital energy to create the things that you want to create. They're going to impact people in a positive way. Your relationships are not of the 3D. The relationships are deep. They're meaningful. They're spiritual. And many of you are connecting now with twin flames and soulmates. And you know why? Because you're ready. You're ready to. And a lot of times these types of connections, the universe has you awaken to these connections. And sometimes there's catalysts for these connections to try to get you to awaken to your own soul. So that way you can make the necessary changes. That way you can be this powerful being who is not at the mercy of anyone, who's not a victim. So I know that I'm doing a lot of expressing about this, but these are the messages, these are the topics that I really feel that the full moon this November is bringing in. I really feel that the changes that people are now embarking on are good for them. And yes, a lot of the towers are falling for people. And this may seem to be a huge setback. This might be very upsetting. Relationships falling apart. Some may right out of the blue. Maybe people losing jobs. People just feeling like they can't do their job anymore. Sometimes it also takes having, physical symptoms or health issues to get someone to slow down and help them to tune into their physical body and what's going on, with them, with their mind, body, and spirit. And that's going to give you a lot of insight. But people are being awakened, and they're having their old lives fall away, and we are getting extreme, intense guidance and pushes to understand our paths and have no question about it. And if we have tried to run from the path, if anyone out there watching this video, or if you know somebody, perhaps you are in a divine connection, you have a counterpart, whatever the case may be, those who have felt like they ran from what's meant for them, it's only because it's a temporary running, because they are running from themselves. Again, it all comes back to self. Anytime you're experiencing extreme pain, anytime you're experiencing suffering, please know that that suffering and that pain is not the cause of an outside person. It is not the cause of an outside situation, because everything that happens in the mirror worlds, in the physical world, is a direct, I do say direct reflection of what's going on within. So if someone is holding on to fears, they're holding on to parts of themselves that they've rejected and kind of hid away like skeletons in the closet, those insecurities and fearing love and relationship and commitment because they've gotten hurt, fearing as though they'll never have health because they've been sick so many times before. Many family members have been sick, and so perhaps they feel like they'll be sick too. All these different fears, all these different thought patterns, these are the things that cause somebody to turn away in fear, okay? And, we have to really stay really patient and have to stay really, really present with ourselves. And if you do have a counterpart who's going through some really difficult transitioning right now, understand that it has nothing to do with you. It's not about not choosing you. So I will mention that. It's all about how somebody chooses themselves. It's all about that inner dialogue with self. It's all about what somebody's rejecting within themselves or not feeling worthy or valued within themselves. And so whether this applies to somebody who you're connected to, whether it applies to you, the whole message here is that we are going to be tuning in, and we're going to be faced now very directly with rising above those illusions, those fears, so that way we can walk forward with confidence and start taking action with what we're getting guided to do. And what we're getting guided to do is always something that's going to help impact people in a very positive way. And it's a beautiful thing, and the thing about giving to people, the thing about impacting the collective in a very positive way is that it makes you feel good inside. It gives something back. It heals you. You feel satisfied. You feel gratitude. You feel blessed. And that's what makes life so happy. You can walk through every single day and say, okay, my gosh, thank you, universe, for giving me the opportunity to be a beacon of light for other people. Thank you for helping me to stand in my light. Thank you for helping me to express my light in an authentic way where I can be myself unapologetically, wildly, passionately, uniquely, strangely. And nothing beats that. And you're never alone when you have that type of feeling. You keep that kind of feeling with you. And to know that everything that you would ever need or require is already within you. The union of feminine and masculine is within you. Wholeness is there for you. Connection with the divine, it's there for you. So these realizations, we're having such grand realizations now, and the things that have not felt authentic to us, like I had mentioned earlier, they will be falling away with good reason, and now it's time to just allow that. And I just want to end this video with saying this, is that detachment from things and surrendering and trust are so key. They are so important. It is not a feeling of self-mastery. It's not liberation. I'll say it's not self-mastery. I'll say when we are attached to an outcome, we are attached to how we think things should be, how we think people should act, how we think people should react to us. The attachment is always going to cause so much suffering and so much struggle. And so to really walk a path of peace, be able to move forward with peace and confidence and strength, I really do recommend to detach as much as you can from outside factors, outside people. Okay, even if you have a soul connection, a very strong spiritual soul bond with them, allow them and respect them enough that you are understanding that if they are not within your physical space with you, if they're not coming forward, that there is more healing and transformation. There are lessons to be learned there, and that you are respecting them and loving them enough unconditionally that you are allowing them to. You're being not only allowing, you're being okay with and happy about them learning those lessons and doing what they need to do, and throwing a timeline out the window. It really is so important. If we want to stay empowered, if we want to continue forward in a positive way and be our best version, we want to detach. We want to surrender and give the universe room to play. Give the universe that opportunity to create miracles. Because I have to say that now we are in a gateway. We just had the 11:11. If you're watching this in real time, yesterday was the 11:11 gateway. We have a time of miracles upon us, ladies and gentlemen, where Spirit is more than willing to provide for us opportunities and magical circumstances, synchronicities with people, synchronicities with places, people, whatever it may be. And the universe is willing to do that for you if you would just let go. And like what they say, let go and let God. Let go and let the universe help you, co-create with you, co-manifest with you. Allow them to help you with all the details without you needing to know what those details are. And that's the scary bit for people. That's where people lose their faith. That's when people are not, when people are lost in expectation. I also want to say that's where people are very much stuck in pain, because they are expecting someone to act a certain way. They're expecting a situation or opportunity to turn out a certain way. They're expecting even things from themselves, and then it doesn't happen, and then it's like just completely just vibe drops and someone's in pain and suffering. Believe in the magic again. Believe in the magic of the universe. Believe in the magic of the divine and the capability of divine intelligence and wisdom to provide for you and those who are connected and who are meant to be on your path with you. Give them the room to play. Give them the room to orchestrate things that are within the divine timing. And it's for you to work with releasing and getting rid of things that are not your authentic self, that do not bring you joy, satisfaction, happiness, feeling good about yourself, empowered, and getting rid of those things. That's really very much key. Be open to those miracles. Be ready for those miracles. Be excited about those miracles. You don't need to know the how, the when, the where, all of that. You really don't. It's like somebody who tries to read the end of the book, right, first. Who wants to do that? What fun is that, honestly? It truly isn't not about the destination. It's about the journey itself. It's about where you are today and how you can make those changes, positive changes for yourself right here and right now. Remember, we live in the here and the now. So I want to leave everybody with that, because I don't want to, I know this video is already a little long, but if you know somebody who is struggling that really needs to hear these messages, please share it with them. Please subscribe, favorite, like, and it's been such a pleasure to be able to upload on YouTube, to be able to do medium readings for people, clearings for people. And if you feel like you are guided to me to have a reading, if you need that extra help, perhaps that extra clarification, or maybe you're not sure what to do, maybe you're not sure how to even tune into your team, or questioning if what you're receiving is real, please connect with me. theparanormalpriestess.com. I will check in with my team, see if we are a vibrational match, and if we are, if I am guided to do a reading for you, I will let you know, and then we will absolutely set that up. I offer it from phone call, FaceTime, and Skype, and we can directly connect with your team and find out some really important things for you, so that way you can move your life forward. Brightest blessings to everyone, and remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light, and I will see you guys really soon. Stay tuned. Please hit the bell for notifications, because you never know now when I will be uploading. Take care, everyone. Blessings. Bye-bye.